Okay, let's start with the investigation that we're going to pick apart for a couple of weeks. We're really going to try to get to the bottom of what caused this incredible location. This is the Grand Canyon. It's found in Arizona, and there are just like miles and miles of these incredible structures. And so, for the purpose of this investigation, we are going to try to answer a question that was put into a website, a geology forum, by a visitor of the Grand Canyon. This is another image of the Grand Canyon. And if you look at this, you can see that down in the bottom of the canyon, there is a river. This is the Colorado River. And then rising up from the side of the river are these just majestic, gorgeous cliffs that just seem to go forever. It's a pretty incredible thing. There are some different trails you can hike down to the river, but it's very difficult to get down there. Sometimes people will experience a change in temperature from the top rim of the canyon all the way down. It can vary up to 20 degrees, which is pretty significant on a summer day. So here is the post that was actually put on this website. This is from a website called Geology Mania, with the tagline, "A Geology Forum for Anyone Interested in Studying Rock." So this was posted 3 years ago by a student, or I don't know if it's a student actually, but by someone named Cecilia. And this is what she posted. She just said, "Anyone out there studying about rock and the Earth's surface? I don't know much about rock, and I really want some help answering a few questions. I recently traveled down the Colorado River on a wonderful trip that took me through the Grand Canyon. It was amazing. One of the things I noticed right away was that the rock that was made up of the walls made up the walls of the Grand Canyon was different in different places. It was different colors and even felt different. Sometimes these different rocks or different kinds of rocks were right next to one another. I kept wondering about this. How did these different rocks get here? Why does the rock look so different in different parts of the Grand Canyon? I'm looking for evidence and ideas that will help me understand this. Thanks. Oh, and I'm posting some photos so you can see the rocks up close like I did. And here are a couple posts that she put on here. So here's one picture I put on. You can see some rafters down here. This rock here actually has a name, and so I put it on this slide for you. It's called Vishnu Schist Rock Formation, and it's this really dark black rock. It's just really cool looking. It's so different than some of the other rocks in the Grand Canyon. You can see why she was so interested when she came across this. Not far from the Vishnu Schist is this pink formation. This is called Zoroaster granite. It's really pink. It would also be pretty striking to see up close. And this other rock that she saw is called the Dock Sandstone Rock Formation, and it's the reddish brown rock formation that you can see. And if you're on a rafting trip on the Grand Canyon, you get a chance to see this just up really close. So we're going to take a moment to actually answer Cecilia's question. This week, we'll take a look at some of these different rocks up close. You'll actually get a chance on Monday to make some observations about the individual rocks. And I'm going to ask you to actually answer this question about the history of the rocks, how they were formed, and what they look like. So, what I'd like you to do right now is in the discussion box below, if you could please post one question that you think we need to answer in order to help Cecilia understand what she's wondering. So, what she's wondering specifically is, how did these different kinds of rocks get here? Why does the rock look so different in different parts of the Grand Canyon? And these two questions here, what is one thing that you think we are going to need to learn before we can answer those two questions that she's wondering? So, write a question that we need to answer in the discussion box below.